Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the second hour of Unscripted on a terrific torrential downpour Tuesday, but it's not killing our vibe here. I'm Maddie Conklin.
I'm Jeremy Brave.
And I'm Tom Turton.
And we have got some special guests with us, guys, including Chris Moss, the CEO of Volt Credit Union, who is also he worked closely with the zoo, which we had no idea until about 5 minutes ago, guys.
Yeah.
So tell us about Volt and your involvement and then your personal involvement.
Yeah, so Volt has worked with the zoo for many years. I volunteer at the zoo. I'm also a board member for the zoo. So I handle our ambassador animals. I'm a docent. So I take our animals off grounds, on grounds. We talk about conservation and education, how to safely care for animals in the wild and here at the zoo.
This is one of the kind of things that kids go, ooh, every time you show up, basically.
They do. They really love it. They love the animals. They love interacting with them.
Yeah. Who is Maddie visiting with here?
This is Myrtle. She is a three-toed box turtle. She is native to Missouri. You might notice that she has a little appendage missing. She had an accident before she came to the zoo, but we took great care of her.
Sweet little baby.
Hi, Myrtle. I have to ask then, so for these ambassador animals, like you said, you take them, out of the zoo for educational purposes. There's also the Zooniversity, which, these ambassador animals are part of.
Sure. Yeah, so we have classes on grounds all year long, a lot of them during the summertime. Zoo teens and kids can interact with all of our ambassador animals, different programs for different things, but they get to learn firsthand experience how to handle animals, how to save them, how to protect them, if they see them in the wild, what to do. So, we tell people with turtles, you see them crossing the road all the time. How's a safe way to handle that turtle? Do you put it back where it was or where it's going? You always take it to the direction it's going. It's trying to get somewhere. If you find one in the wild, don't take it home. They're going to spend the rest of their life trying to figure out how to get back home. They have about a mile radius from where they live, so they want to get back to their habitat.
Oh, and I see you're holding another ambassador animal.
Yeah, this is Teddy. Teddy is a guinea pig. He is a great animal. Lots of people have them as pets. They're pretty challenging sometimes, but they're great pets.
I know you were discussing a little earlier. Myrtle's cool. She's just cool, but Teddy is like a race car, right?
Teddy is like a race car. So if he gets too loose, or I'm holding him pretty tight, if he gets too loose, he's going to try to jump and run all over the place. Myrtle is pretty chill. She likes interacting with everyone. Teddy likes interacting with everyone as well. He's just a little more active.
Well, Myrtle isn't going to run away too quickly, even if she wanted to. But yeah, Teddy, zoom, gone.
Yeah, it'll take her a little longer.
What does it do for you inside working with the animals like this?
I love it. I've always loved animals. Before I moved to Volt Credit Union, I originally came from Oklahoma City about 2 years ago. I signed up at the zoo before I even started working at Volt Credit Union. Animals are special. They hold a special place in my heart. Elephants are my favorite. I can't handle them, but they are my favorite animals.
Ditto. My favorite.
So just teaching kids especially how to handle them, what to do with them in the wild. As a kid, we're taught lots of things, and it's not always the right thing. So teaching people how to handle those animals and interact with them the best they can.
I got to say, I am not one for reptiles, so this is amazing that she's being so sweet to me and allowing me to hold her. But I do think it's so important for kids to get exposure to different animals other than like cats, dogs, and fish.
Yeah, one of our favorite animals, my favorite animals to bring out is our snakes. I was deathly afraid of snakes before I started volunteering here. I've learned to love them. The snakes are great because a lot of people are afraid of them as well. So bringing them out, having kids interact with them, they realize they're not as bad as they seem. We have a lot of native species here that aren't venomous. So they're really good for the habitat, really good for the environment. So we encourage people, to keep those snakes around your house.
Well, also, you're talking about the animals. Although these are a little more on the accepting humans, holding them, they're wild animals. When you're out in the wild and you find an animal, it's not time to make it a pet.
No. You should really leave them alone when they're in the wild. That's their habitat. Snakes are a really good example. If you see them in the wild, the snakes that we handle are used to this. They're used to being handled. They don't interact the same way that a wild snake would. Mm-hmm. So finding one in the wild, it's not going to be friendly. A nope rope, as a lot of people say. Just leave them alone. Leave them where they're at.
Nope rope. I like that. I like that a lot.
How many different ambassador animals do you have?
Oh, gosh. Dozens. I don't know how many we have. 40, 50?
God is talking to us right now. He's like, we love animals here at the zoo.
We do. I have to ask, you know, what is the best way for someone maybe out there watching if they want to become a docent and be part of the board here at the zoo? What was your experience like?
Yeah, so signing up, again, going online, there's a lot of information on the website to learn about volunteering. To be a docent, there's kind of a process. You have to be a volunteer first. So you get to get familiarized with the zoo, with the grounds, and kind of learn about different animals we have on the grounds. As you progress, you can kind of learn the docent side. So all of our animals, all of our docent animals in particular, we have a lot of training. We learn how to handle these animals, know when they're stressed. If they're ever uncomfortable, we take them back. We don't want them to be exposed. We don't want them to be uncomfortable or feel like they're in danger. So it's learning that process. We spend hours and hours and hours of training. There's different levels. Level 1, you have to spend 50 hours with an entry-level animal before you can move on. So we do a lot of training. But coming out here, signing up is the first step.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching for Maddie right now because I'm not sure if we need to take her away because it's like you're
doing
steering the
great.
turtle.
Yeah,
You are. You're doing
Myrtle's
very
starting
good.
to move a little bit. I think she's reacting to God talking to us. So.
Yeah, just a little bit.
bro.
And people can find out more about Volt at Brew at the Zoo, correct?
Yeah, we'll have some information at Brew at the Zoo. You can also visit our website, voltcu.org, and have lots of information on the website.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun.
Now, do you bring the animals out different schools and stuff like that? If someone is interested in having come visit, how do they get that started?
Again, just go to the website. You can sign up for information on the website. There's all sorts of different programs that we have that will bring ambassador animals out. It's also really good to mention that these animals are going to be out on grounds at Brew at the Zoo. So we're going to have all of our docents on hand. They're going to be on grounds with different animals at different stations. So if you want to come out and experience them, some of them you can pet, some of them you won't be able to.
There you go.
It's gonna be so much fun. Animals, brew, and no kids.
Are any of the
No
raptors going to be
And
out?
no kids.
We probably have some raptors out. You can't touch the raptors.
No, well, you don't want to do that
Yeah.
if you're smart. That is great.
Well, as you can tell, we are covered at the beautiful pavilion here. Yeah, it's been a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, but I have a feeling Tom Schmidt has the forecast. The good news, the weekend, I think looks pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, that is